Hello gamers, and welcome back to the Star Sector UAF Run. I don't remember where I was, so we're going to load in and find out. You're outside a system. Ah, yes. More exploration missions. So, let's go see what this research station holds up. Good, we were already drifting toward a jump point. Good. 5 planets. Oh, they're all over there. And where is our target? Gas giant. Orbiting a gas giant. 2 possibles. Go for the one with the ring. Oh. So that is giant fleet. Oh. It looks like an independent fleet. But we'll just hide in here. Okay. Orbital habitat. So I believe last episode we found the other Auroran fancy blueprint packages. And here's another one. We take those. That is absurdly good luck on our part to bump into 2 of those. Although it may also have to do with that I'm running a lot fewer mods in total than normal, so the number of blueprints it can pull from the pool is thus smaller. Ooh, an Aurora. Do we have enough crew to haul this? We do. We're gonna pick that up. Do I have weapons to put on it? No. Okay. So, mining station. This system is just full of goodies. Let's see here. Couple mod specs. And check the debris cloud. We'll trade out metal for heavy machinery. 2 derelict ships. We'll come back to those maybe, but our target of our little mission we have not found. Got distracted. Lots of good stuff around. However, there's our target. It said it was orbiting a gas giant, but it's awfully close to the other planet. So 71 hyperspace data is a very large amount of data to find in one chunk. Normally you get like 15 or 10. Hey, a heat lamp. That's going to be important very soon. Claw wing. Oh, we need to... no. The wrong button. Learn all of these. Scarab blueprint. Midline blueprint package. Jeez. It is just handing us everything. We'll take all the weaponry. Again, trading out metals. Then scavenge the cloud. So we've got, so far, in the past 2 episodes, we've found 2 of the UAF blueprint packages, the midline package, and now the low-tech package. This is just silly. Hey! The NVIDIA simulation engine. Handy. Install in supercomputer. We might be able to use that in our target home system. We'll see. There's also the ship here. Oh, survey data. Nice. We take those. Let's go ahead and learn all those mod specs. Yeah. So once again, I've gone on a little exploration mission that has paid off quite a bit. Okay, so that's the mission part done. Let's go check out those 2 ships that were orbiting the little sun. Do these surveys along the way, just because they seem to give pretty good EXP chunks. I'm so used to being max level from a prior run that I didn't realize that those progressed. A person very quickly at level. Lieutenant Aaron Irwin has joined your fleet. Well, we're going to see if he has good skills or not. So, polarized armor, ballistics mastery. Oh, come on, mouse, wake up. Combat endurance, damage control. So he's very defense spec'd. Okay, my mouse might be dying. Which is not ideal, and I don't feel like paying him. So we're just going to throw him into space. I'm sure he'll be fine. We definitely weren't close to the sun or anything. It's fine. Oh, that... I saw it on sensors on the minimap. Oh, there was something up here, though. Look at that. Ship, 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 ship. Do we have enough for that? We do. Take it. Just because that little Cerberus is a cargo freighter, and we can use it to carry... Oh. We have a choice here. Of course, we send the intel to our own faction. We're now even more hostile with the Diecat. Is that ship coming for us? No, they are just checking things out. We're sharing this system with some scavengers, basically. Inventory not full. More crew, which we definitely need, given that we've picked up more ships. Okay, leave the metal behind. So now we have a few guns. We're just going to let the auto button slap on whatever we have. So that those can kind of fight. Okay, yeah, one gun. So those can kind of fight if they need to. And we might as well add more of these pets to our ships. Most common cause of death, a child with a needle. Let's see here. They are a weird lab-made land-born animal of the probably a fish variety who inflate when threatened, not threatened, hungry, or bored, getting bigger each time. Since they lose elasticity when aging, they tend to look like a saggy bag after a while. Most common cause of death, child with a needle. So they are like balloon animals that are fish. We will call this one Poppy. And put it in the Aurora. We're probably going to keep that Aurora around, and we'll use our last pet if the game will let us and not glitch out. And while we're here, we'll also check out that frozen world. We have enough time, 79 days, only 13 to fly there, we have plenty of time. I don't know if it's going to let that other pet's menu launch. Oh, there it goes, terraforming drone. This is a survivor of a golden age, a general environment bioengineering bot. It can play chess and take care of houseplants. Good. Okay, come on, mouse, wake up. We will call him, I don't know, Big Brain, and put him in Wolf. I am super attached to my in-game pets, you know. Completely, utterly devoted. Hey, a rampant military corps. Unfortunately, it's on a world that barely has any useful resources, other than being extreme cold. So, yeah, that's something. Okay, let's target our other mission that we have here. This is good. On the left, colony expedition has arrived in system. Good. And I do have in my my kit of handy visual aids a little graphic that I made for the early game goals. Although we are already skipping past some of them, as we've found a system to colonize, we might refer back to this graphic later. So we now have a faction and a flag. We'll want to pick a flag. So the UAF mod adds, I think, these 5 flags. And I think I'll go with this one, or maybe we'll take this bird. I'm not sure if this is base game, because I know I have at least 2 faction mods installed. But these definitely have the right flavor to be from UAF. Anyway, we'll take this cool bird. And hit random a bunch. Oh wait, no, I had an idea for a name. We are the Lunaman Loyalists. That may become important later. Very briefly, on the... Let's go zoom out here. In the primary system for the UAF, you'll note there are 2 planets that are blue. Lunaman and Aurora. Aurora is run by the Queen. Lunaman is run by the Robo-Queen, who I much prefer because her dialogue is kind of funny. If you're into, like, deep anime stuff, that is. Otherwise, you'll probably just be like, ugh. So, we're here, though. And we have an exploration target, which is orbiting orange star. So that's all the way up there. We have 66 days, so we have time to just tag all of these and explore stuff along the way. It's out here. Survey ship. Another 47 data. That is a lot more data. Has something changed in a mod since I last did this? Because it feels excessive. We're going to survey these planets along the way. Mainly because experience points and the survey data we can turn in at the silly minigame place. Domain error probe. Finally, a combat. So the probe itself is guarded by these little green AI ships, which we're going to fight. So I haven't got to fight something this whole time. We'll deploy all the ships that I remember fitting for combat. Yeah, and I get to fly a ship. This ship maneuvers like a boat. A slow, ugly boat. I hate it. Might have been better off in one of the smaller ones, but as you can see, our ships are literally a size larger than these little drones. This is probably going to be a no contest, even if I don't get into range. Are we going to get into range? We're barely in missile range. We could try. Okay. Oh, and there's already we're already down to one. So yeah, barely a fight. But hey, another Gamma Core. We kind of need those. Okay, and what is in the drone itself? Or the probe itself? More relic components. And we can scavenge the debris field underneath. Again, trading away the useless metal. Alright, one more planet. We still have plenty of days to go finish the mission over by the other sun there. So yeah, this has been a super chill, oh, whoa. Did you see that? So first we need to explore the ruins, and it'll let us look at the planet itself. So there was some money, and there is... This one is actually not that great compared to some of the other ruins we've cracked open. But we take these. Take all of those. So this is a Class 5 planet. Big ruins, rare ores, +1 volatiles, which is fairly rare. But it has a lot of negatives. So it's weird that it gave it the Class 5 classification. But I guess it just has enough resources that the downsides outweigh. I would not want to take that one, even though it's covered in resources. Whoa! Okay, so remember how we got that money when we cracked open those ruins? I think these mercenaries are going to want to talk. Oh, or they're not going to want to talk. Impoverished mercenary. Yeah, there it is. Thief, I'll report you. So he wants the money that we took out of that cache. Although this is the worst dialogue I've seen. Normally they talk about like an ailing sibling or something, and they're like, oh, that money was put away, and it is, of course, totally and completely true. Right? But we'll give them that money because they have like 8 cruisers. Not I wouldn't call them good cruisers, but we have 0 large ships other than that Aurora with random weapons. So this would be a no contest. We would get stomped. We can give them the money and they'll just leave. Sometimes those spawn when you find money in salvage locations. I believe it is a function of random assortment of things mod. Ooh, an invasion of Ludic Church World by Tritech. Good. Alright, so here we are, and our actual target for our exploration mission should be this sensor blob right here. Very close to the sun. Domain error probe. Ugh. There it is. Okay, and this time there are no baby drones to fight. Just take the stuff, scrape the debris field up. I didn't click properly. Drop off our extra metal. And there, we're almost to level 3. And I would like to have the automated ship skill before I go into the Abyss, which is a fun little mod location. Okay, here we go. Another time to test our little baby fleet out. Get a little more actual combat experience in. Or the experience of trying to chase ships. My other ships kill them before I can get into the battle. We'll see. I'll go for this one on the left. But with the automated ship skill, when I do go to the Abyss, I'll be able to pick up some of the special ships there and use them as my own, which will be good, powerful, important, etc. Man, you're tanky. Missile? There we go, I did a thing in combat. Be proud. Although again, we just have them so outnumbered that it doesn't really matter. You got that? Okay. And that's it. Okay, another little gamma core. Do a sensor sweep. Don't see anything else. So let's... Ooh, is that... That looks like the impoverished mercenary that took that money. So we're not in trouble. Let's head back down. How are we with HMI? We're neutral. So I know in the Mercy system here, there is this gate, which I will want. Oh, and we're going to ride this slide. This is a slipstream. And as you can see, they kind of just carry you along, which is either really good or really bad, depending on what you wanted and where you wanted to go at the time. Like here, the wrong way. So we'll just head down there and see if we can tag that gate without getting attacked by the Knights of Eva. We will need to go in with the transponder on so we don't get... oh, yep, there's the Knights. They have a minefield this time. Okay. But having this gate scanned is just another fast travel point, basically, that we can use in our favor. And we're actually going to go to our home system. Our first stop will be the outpost. Oh, and what we should also look at the colony threat meter. Hidden pirate base near our colonies. And just straight instability, because we're at stability level 2, which is very, very bad. Okay, so another attempted invasion of Kazaron by the hegemony. They are not giving up, Jesus. And Tim's being invaded by HMI basically happens every game because the Ludic Church just has a planet in HMI's home system, and so it always ends up defaulting to war fairly quickly. Let's pop into our outpost first. So I'm still going to use this for item management, basically, for quite some time. Oh, I didn't realize that it stockpiled volatiles, but it does. The main thing is that the outpost will not get attacked, whereas our colony could get attacked, and we might lose it, you know, fairly early. Like, I'm not confident in its defense right now. So we're not going to leave our goods where they can be yoinked. For whatever reason, the game does not have NPCs attack outposts. They don't actually count as a target. Excuse me. We don't need the transponder on. We're in our own little galaxy here, our own little solar system. So here we are. A few things I always do. Check the used stockpiles during shortages. Of course, we have no stockpiles because we've just gotten started. Assign ourselves as governor. I don't even remember that I named my character, but I guess I am Mars Demios. And we have a spaceport, but we're not doing anything. So we need to do something with our planet, and we're gonna do farming. Oh, crap! We're gonna do farming, but I left the farming item back at the outpost. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll fix it later. The other thing we're gonna do is build a station, which is gonna help stabilize things. But the last thing we're gonna do is go here and go to change governance type, which is a function added by industrial evolution. And it lets you, well, do exactly what it says. You can change the rules of how your colony runs. And we're actually going to do something kind of gimmicky and change it to monastic order, which fixes its stability at 3 and caps it at 7. But monastic order, oh, and it also caps the colony size at 5 instead of the maximum of 6 in the base game. So that's just something to bear in mind if you choose to do this yourselves. But the cool thing about monastic order is that the monks, if you will, definitely not militant, will build you ships at random with randomized bonuses and stuff, which is super cool. And so we're going to take full advantage of that. Let's go back up and get the colony item and install it in the farm. The soil nanite thingy. So yeah, we're kind of accidentally already in the mid-game here, but that's okay. Oh right, and we have all of our weapons here. What else I can do is properly let that auto fit so it has guns in every slot, and I can fit this somehow. Now, the Aurora is something generally that it's advised that players pilot them, not the AI. Just something to bear in mind. You can do better yourself. Oh, we have like crap for energy weapons. Gross. We don't really have anything. Dang. Okay. We're gonna leave this behind then and just store it. We'll store that smidge of supplies and those weapons. And we'll just have to wait on that until... Oh, I forgot a pet. They will starve to death unless fed. Store them or sell them at an animal center. It's fine. I am super attached. I'm glad there's a warning now. I don't remember if there was last time I did stuff with pets. Poppy the blobfish. No. Oop. There is something here. Crew and a little smidge of salvage. We take those. Poppy has died. Sorry, little guy. But yeah, we are going to take all of our goods, go back to Bonius here, and do some selling. Because we spent all of our money on our planet, basically, getting it set up. Oh, dang it. I grabbed the soil nanites, but didn't install them. It's okay. Dang it. So that's okay. We're just gonna do a little more warping around. We are rich, or we are about to be after all of this goes into the sale bin. Yeah, 1100. Oh, and we have excess heavy machinery. Sell off. That thing we can sell off. Relic components, I will show you what you do with them, but I normally would sell them, like they're worth pretty much a good amount. But we'll get back to that. Let's first do our little survey data trade-ins. So we have 3, 2, 9. We almost have enough if I wanted to go for the big ship. And there are enough points that I could get almost any other one if I were so inclined. We might get a colony item. I don't have to decide that right now though, so I won't. Instead, we're going to grab a ton of fuel and that missile rack's mod spec. And these other mod specs, because they're there. We do kind of need to resupply. We're going to just take all of those. Okay. Step 1. We go drop off our soil nanites. Dang it. Oh, chasing me? Nope. Tourism cruise liner fleet. I do like that little fleets like that with the name spawn. They don't really do anything. They do serve a function if you're a pirate. Which we'll get to that later. I feel very lucky that I've tripped into this relatively functional little fleet. Okay, let's go over to our planet. Zoom, zoom. And install our thing. Oh, the other thing we should check while we're at the planet, I'll show you once we get there, is we should go to the bar. Because there might be someone that will tell us where the pirate base is. Go to manage colony, go to the farm, install. Oh no! It has volatiles deposit, so we can't install the soil nanites. I did not take that into account. Okay. Well, we'll leave them here. Deal with that later, but let's go to the bar. Oh, this guy. So he wants to give you the ground battle tutorial. I'm gonna skip that because I've done ground battles before. Let's see here. Approach the spacer. Yep, pirate base discovered. Check this guy. Take 150 Marines. Go to Mazu Port. So that is going to be a mission that goes to a pirate base. I don't know why the payment isn't yellow. That text is normally yellow. That's interesting. The problem with doing these quests is that they're from my faction, which already loves me. Except for this pirate mission, which we're not doing because we're not a pirate. Okay. All of that aside, we know where the pirate base bothering our colonies is now. It's right there. Uh-oh. Oh, and there's no bounty on it yet either. So, that's a thing. But let's go back to that gate. And I'll show you what we do with the relic components. Because the other thing now that we are building this stuff is it just takes time. And then it will produce, hopefully, a little bit of income. So we're gonna do the risky warp and go into Asconia again and hope we don't get artillery stationed off the bat. Just warp away. Okay, yep, there it is, firing already, and we're out. We want to go to Galatia. So we also have a small quest to turn in there. So we found the little data core or whatever. Which is really just a hook quest that's supposed to pull you into the main storyline, but we skipped that. Alright. Pop in. Go here, talk to Sebastian. Collect the reward. Then go to the research tracts. So it says we have items available for this project, which means that we can put stuff toward these things. So we can either have pieces of tech, old junk they have laying around, or the ferry, which is pet. And I am not interested in the pet. I've done that before. It's the same as all the other pets, except it does the one thing, combat degradation speed percentage, better than the others. So meh. We're gonna try the random pieces of tech. 63% progress. Oh, okay. So basically you bring them the stuff, you fill the bar, you get the goods. And as you play and go places and see different things, you'll unlock more of these and it'll get a scroll bar of stuff. So there is always something to do with relic components. Oh wait, am I hostile to the hegemony? Oh god, I am. Okay, so we don't want them to know who we are. We turn the transponder off. And remember how I brought along those shades? These boys. The phase ships. We can see our sensor profile there, which has reduced us by about 14%, making us small and hard to detect. We're not up to no good, but they think we're up to no good. Hold on a minute. Combat notifications. TriTac has captured Asher. And the hegemony has captured Chibola. And how does that make them stand on the scoreboard? Hegemony lead by 10 points on population. And by 1 heavy industry. Brutal. And HMI captures Timps. So the main thing is we don't want them to win. Required 129. Another faction winning the Galactic War would also bring a relatively hasty end to our run. Like even though we can press past the win screen, it just kind of they would have enough resources that we probably couldn't do much to thwart them or change things if they were to reach enough density. So there's the notification. Your monastic order provides tithes. A kite. So that's our first free ship. First of many. So we came over to this independent station. We're going to look at the bar here. We don't need security codes. That might be an interesting officer to hire. Combat endurance steady. We'll take him. He probably won't be our endgame officer, but what we can do, we're just going to mentor him, which gives us bonus experience, which looks like this green bar here. So it's going to accelerate the rate at which we level up, which is important. We want to be max level as quickly as possible to have options. And, junky ships, you know? I don't think we want to spend any of our hard-earned cash on ships. However, I am basically out of time at this point. So, I'm going to scroll through these screens really quick to see what I might want to do next episode. Probably need to wait for bounties to refresh. This is probably too big to take on. We have lots of things to explore, although no paid missions other than bases. So probably the next move is to go and check in with my faction contact or poke around the bars in the home systems and see what can be found. So, thank you very much for watching. Thanks to everyone who has supported the channel in various ways. And yeah, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.